Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very fun one, very special one. Again, drones, but we're flying a couple drones and just to compare, slight comparison, just to see how each of them compare to the other. FPV drones as well as regular drones. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first drone that we're flying is the ProTech iFlight ProTech 25, I think. Yeah, so it's an FPV drone. Small, very lightweight. So you use this mostly for indoor flying, and it can be used outdoor but not on like windy days because it's very light. So for this drone in particular, to be honest, I have neglected it. It has been neglected. This drone has been neglected, as well as particularly the batteries. So you're supposed to store these batteries at a particular voltage. So if it's full, you have to bring it back down to a particular voltage. If it's too low, you bring it up. And I've not been doing that. So these batteries are actually swollen. It's not very safe, but I need to make this video, so I am going to take a risk. So for this drone, in particular, we're using the TBS Tango 2. This is a, as I said, FPV drone controller. It utilizes Crossfire, which is one of those transmission protocols that FPV drones use. Like with this drone now, see, I can go around the trees, getting closer to the ground. I think these are birds. Getting closer. Over here, see what's up. Alright. I think something's on the battery. See, the battery dying already, so I have to stay close. Don't want anything to happen. Let's explore a little bit of the trees. Yeah, getting a bit closer. So you can get really close. And over. Yeah, not too bad, you know. Not fly too bad. You just need to be tuned a bit. Alright guys, so next up, you've seen this on the channel before. This is what I use the most. And we are going to be flying the DJI Mini 3 Pro. So this is a much easier setup. I want to just take off the front, cover for the gimbal, and turn on the controllers, and you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, so guys, this is a much easier drone to fly, much easier. We don't use it for those kind of close shots. Use it more to get more cinematic. As you can see. But even though it is not an FPV, you're still able to manipulate it and get some nice movement, just the same, as you can see. I'm going to focus on this maze right here. And if you're not a full-on cinematographer, you can get some nice, beautiful shots. Look at that mountain revealing. That is it. Alright guys, so next up on the list, we have the Gep RC Cinelog 35. Is another pusher drone, but this one is bigger compared to this one. So you see the size difference. So this can handle, wind and dust kind of stuff a little bit more. So we can fly this. It's easier to fly this outdoors. You can see the size difference. So same setup. You have the camera right here. You have the camera right there that I use to see through the goggles, and then to record I use a GoPro. So with these FPV drones, because I can adjust the camera while I'm flying, I have to make sure that it is set at the proper angle. If you can see, so that's up. So right now it's up too much. So you bring it down a little bit. The higher you bring it is the faster you have to fly it to keep the drone level. You understand? I'll explain that in another video. So that's that, and then I have to ensure that the GoPro matches the same angle as, or at least close to it, as this camera. And pretty much good to go. This requires a different controller, so using this, but we're using the same goggles. The drone is on. GoPro is on, everything is on, and we are good to go. And we're off. Alright guys, it's loud, but I'm gonna see if I can bring the drone. You guys see it? Anyhow, so this one is much easier to fly, it's much more sturdy. See, the first one I wasn't really going high, wasn't really going fast. This one I can, you know, bring it a little bit further from me, get closer, fly between the trees. Yeah, so this one is actually very, very fun to fly once you get the hang of. Ooh. Once you get the hang of FPV, put it to speed. Ooh, that was fun. So let's hit this again. This is the difference between the regular drone and the FPV drone. I'm able to do maneuvers like that. So I definitely cannot do in the regular drones. Like that. Definitely can't do that in a regular drone. Definitely can't do that in a regular drone. But it is very, very loud. Extremely loud. So once I turn this on and there's people around me, they are going to look. It's going to draw attention. Sorry birdies. Can even bring this up here. So it doesn't hover by itself or anything like that, so I'm in full control. Alright, so the final FPV drone, this is the DJI FPV. It's the first FPV that DJI made. It's quite heavy, much different from the other one. It doesn't fly as good as a Cinelog 35, but much better than the ProTech 25. So let's see. And this can go far. This can go way farther than the other. So let's see how far we can get this. Alright guys, it's very, very windy. Really hope I don't lose this drone. As you can see already, I am getting much farther than the other FPV drones. And I can tell you guys, this drone is fast. Yes, I'm losing a bit of signal. Guys, currently going at 120 kilometers per hour. Very, very fast. Guys, listen to this, listen to this. Super fast. Even though it's fast, I'm still able to fly it. I can still fly it. Beauty about this, I can press a button, it stops, and the drone doesn't fall out of the air, and it's just hovering. And now I can fly it like a normal drone. Alright, so we have the Phantom 4 and the last drone that we're going to fly. As I said, similar type of shots to the DJI Mini 3 Pro, you know, different from the FPV drones. Understand? This is a much older drone, but it still holds up. Still actually one of my favorite drones to this day. Good to go. It's very close. Guys, as you can see, that this drone is much heavier, and it's much bigger, much louder. It's an older drone, but as you can see, the image quality is just as great. Let's look at that. Look at that. Look at the hills. Look at the hills, guys. Look how the camera is capturing this beauty, and it's getting onto golden hour now, so the sun is really getting low, so you get that beautiful golden color, and that's what we like to see, innit? That's what we like to see. And guys, the footage from this is absolutely gorgeous. But nonetheless, it is holding up quite well for being a drone that has done its time. It has really done its time, but still holds up strong against the newer competitors. Its successors still doing well. But yeah, absolutely love this drone. This is still my favorite drone. Still gives excellent quality. Manage windy conditions a lot. It's loud. It's very loud, and that's one of the things that I never like. Alright guys, so that is it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know which drone do you prefer. Do you prefer FPVs? Do you prefer standard drones? If you don't have a drone, what is it that you think you do want to get started with? My personal suggestion, get started with a standard drone because you're safe, you know, and it's much easier to get into, much easier to fly. But FPV is where the fun is. So until next time, peace.